The secret voice in the attic that saved a son? The air in that courtroom felt like lead. My sister Elena sat across the aisle with a team of lawyers that probably cost more than my house. She was telling the judge I was unfit to settle our father's estate, that my history made me a liability. Elena had the spreadsheets, the power suits, and a decade of corporate climbing. I had a pair of grease-stained hands and the keys to Dad's old workshop. The judge looked over his spectacles, his voice dry as bone. "Mr. Miller, your sister claims your father was mentally incapacitated when he signed the new will. She says you manipulated him." I felt the blood rush to my face. Elena didn't even look at me. She just stared at her manicured nails like this was all a foregone conclusion. "Your Honor," I said, my voice cracking. "My father wasn't confused. He was clear. He knew exactly who cared about the man and who cared about the money." I pulled out a battered handheld digital recorder, the kind Dad used to keep in his shirt pocket to note down engine parts. Elena's lawyer jumped up. "Objection, this is unverified audio." "Overruled," the judge snapped. "I want to hear it." I pressed play. Static hissed for a second, then Dad's voice filled the room. It was gravelly, tired, but unmistakable. "It's November 12th, Dad said." I could hear the clinking of a wrench in the background. "Elena called today, third time this week. Not to ask about my heart, but to ask about the offshore accounts. She thinks I don't hear the greed in her voice, but I do." Elena froze. Her face went from smug to ashen in 3 seconds flat. "Then there's Sam." Dad's voice softened, and I felt a lump form in my throat. "Sam's out in the garage right now, fixing the radiator on that old Chevy. He's been here every night for 6 months. He doesn't know I'm changing the will. He doesn't know I'm leaving him the land and the business." There was a long pause, the sound of a heavy sigh. "Elena, if you're hearing this in a courtroom, it means you tried to take it from him. It means you chose a paycheck over your own brother. Well, the tapes don't lie. Sam is the heart of this family. You're just the balance sheet." The recording cut to static. The silence that followed was deafening. Elena's lawyer sat down slowly. He didn't say a word. The judge looked at Elena, his expression hard. "I think we're done here. The will stands. Mr. Miller, I believe you have some work to do back at that shop." I walked out of that building into the bright afternoon sun, clutching that recorder like it was pure gold. I could almost smell the sawdust and motor oil. I headed straight to the garage, sat in Dad's old chair, and whispered to the rafters, "Thanks, Pop. I got it from here."